My dear student, today I will discuss about IGCSE Physics, O-level Physics, 9 to 1, Chapter 1, Movement and Position. Movement and Position. I will discuss about some previous past question or past question. Past question. Question number 1. A toy car rolls down a ramp and hits a cushion. The graph shows how its velocity changes with time. It is a velocity time graph. Velocity time graph. If the velocity time graph is a straight line, a steeper straight line, then it moves with uniform acceleration. If the velocity time graph is a horizontal line with time axis, then it moves with constant velocity. If it is downwards straight line, then it represents deceleration. So here question one, look at the question one. The constant velocity on the graph is shown by constant velocity means the horizontal part of the line. The answer will be here. Here answer is B. Answer B. Answer B. Answer B. The horizontal part of the line. Remember, when the velocity time graph is a horizontal line, then it moves with constant velocity because velocity does not change in this part. Second question, the distance travel is shown by. Remember, when there is a velocity time graph, if we want to calculate the distance travel by the vehicle or car, then we have to calculate the area under the line, velocity time graph line. So we have to calculate the area. So answer will be A. The correct answer is A, the area under the line. The average velocity of the toy car is given by, remember, average velocity, there is a formula, average velocity equals to total distance moved by time taken. So this answer of this question will be option B, the distance moved divided by time taken. Now question number 2. A racing cyclist practices by riding around a track, a circular track. A student wants to find the average speed of the cyclist. Describe a method that student could use to find the average speed. So we have to find out the average speed. So remember, there is a formula, average speed equals to total distance moved by time taken. In this case, total distance moved means the circumference of the circular track. So here is there is a mark scheme here. Look at the mark scheme. So in this case, a racing cyclist practices by riding around a track, circular track, around a track. So you should measure the track using either a track length given by the venue or by measuring with a meter ticker. So stopwatch would be used to measure the timing for the lap. Multiple lap could be measured accounting for the reaction time of the of pressing the stopwatch. Speed equals to, so average speed equals to total distance moved by time taken. So average speed can be calculated by measured values. Then Then another question, an aeroplane takes 2 minutes to travel a short distance between airport on two islands. The graph shows how the speed of the airplane changes as it takes off, flies across the sea, land of the other island. When it flies across the sea, the airplane travels at a constant speed. So look at the diagram. Here it is a speed time graph, speed in meter per second, and in horizontal axis there is time in second. So at the initial the plane accelerate, then it moves with constant speed, then decelerate. So use the graph, answer the following question. State the value of the constant speed. Constant speed, here value of the constant speed is more than 40. So if it is 30, uh, 30 and 40, so there is it is 35 and 35. So in middle of the this one section, maybe 35. So it is 42. So instead of the value of the constant speed will be 42. Look at the so 42 meter per second. The constant speed is about 42 meter per second. As this is the flat part of the graph, the flat part represents where there is a constant speed. So answer will be 42 meter per second. Then calculate. Then calculate the acceleration of the airplane at the start of the journey and give the unit. Mark 3, acceleration, there is a formula. Acceleration equals to change in velocity by time taken. Change in velocity by time taken. So change in velocity by time taken. So slope, we can calculate the acceleration of the plane by calculating the gradient or slope of the velocity time graph. So slope of the graph is acceleration, that's why slope change in y-axis, so 42 because initial speed was 0 and final speed is 42, so change 42, and time taken to accelerate 15 seconds, so it is 2.8 meter per second square. Remember the unit of the acceleration is meter per second square. Then calculate the total distance that aeroplane travels. Remember, in speed time graph or velocity time graph, the total distance equal to area under the velocity time graph or speed time graph. So in this section, total distance equal to area under the. So here the total distance travel is the area under the graph. The area of the three parts graph must be added together. So here it is a left, in a left part it is a triangle. The formula for this triangle, half into base into height. Half base, here base here base 15. So 15 and it is 42, half into 15 into 42. So answer half 15 into 42, and the middle portion, that means 15 to 95, 15 to 95, and height 42. So 15 to 95, 80 into 42, and right side there is another triangle. So triangle here half into base into height, half base 25 and height 42. So total distance traveled by the aeroplane is 4200 meter. Very important question. Use the graph to answer the following question. State the value of the constant speed. So last question. Each airport has a runway that is about 500-meter long. When it lands, the speed of the airplane is 40 meter per second. Explain why the airline should not use the airplane that has more mass need a higher speed for landing. So remember, this is the answer of this question. A faster plane will need a greater stopping distance, which may means the runway is too short. A heavier A heavier plane will also require a longer runway for the same reason. Stopping distance is around 500 meter from the graph. So all the runway is already being used. That's why more runway is required. More runway is required.